strange, creepy, and sometimes ugly medical cases actually exist. Here are real, unbelievable cases doctors have witnessed in the past. Here is 7 of the craziest medical cases doctors have seen on the job. Number 1. A woman who ate a bee. Robert Glatter, MD, an emergency physician at Lenox Hill Hospital in New York, has seen more than his fair share of strange medical cases. One case involved a woman who was at a picnic. She took a sip of her soda and felt intense chest pain. She had an elevated heart rate and swollen lips. Once she began to wheeze, it was clear, according to Dr. Glatter, that she swallowed a bee. Doctors were able to remove a stinger that was found embedded in her stomach lining, and she recovered rapidly. Keep in mind, the patient reportedly took a sip from a soda can before feeling chest pains. Number 2. A woman who accidentally glued her eyes shut. Glatter also treated a young woman who accidentally glued her eyes shut with crazy glue. She mistakenly put superglue into her eyes instead of the antibiotic ointment she was using to treat an eye infection. Making matter worse, on her way to the ER, she mistakenly sprayed her pepper spray instead of her breath spray. She came in saying she couldn't breathe, with her eyes glued shut. Dr. Glatter says, "I used a lubricant to open her eyes, and medicine to calm her nerves and open her breathing passages." Number 3. A kid with old food stuck in his ear. Edison McDaniels, MD, had to take his 10-year-old son to the ENT clinic because of vague ear pain. McDaniels took a look with his otoscope but couldn't determine much since his specialty is actually neurosurgery. At the clinic, the doctors examined the child under a microscope. They found a piece of popcorn that had been stuck in his ear for many years. Number 4. A woman with eyelash mites. According to The Sun, a woman known only as Sue developed blepharitis and pink eye after 100 mites were found living in her eyelashes. The Chinese woman slept on the same dirty pillowcase for 5 years, which added to the bacteria and oil flakes that built up near her eyelashes. Doctors involved in this medical case were able to remove the mites and prescribe a medication for conjunctivitis. The mites, or Demodex folliculitis, are parasites found in the hair follicles of the face. Number 5. A hockey player with a giant tapeworm. NHL prospect Carson Meyer was infected with a 25-inch long tapeworm, The Athletic reports. During his sophomore year at Miami University, then 20-year-old Meyer experienced persistent and unexplained fatigue and weight loss. In February, he went to the bathroom and passed a tapeworm. The doctors suspect it was Diphyllobothrium latum, a tapeworm that infects humans via raw or undercooked fish. Specifically, the CDC reports this fish come from Europe, North America, Asia, and some states of the former Soviet Union. Number 6. A woman with a cockroach stuck in her ear. Katie Holloway discovered a roach was burrowing itself in her ear. Holloway told Self that she woke up one night by a startling pain. She swabbed it only to find tiny brown legs. Holloway's husband tried to remove the bug too, with no luck. At the ER, a doctor used lidocaine to temporarily numb her ear and kill the roach before pulling it out. She was given a prescription for oral antibiotics, but ultimately had to visit her doctor and an aunt to remove pieces of the roach that were still stuck in her ear. Number 7. A woman with a leaky brain. Doctors determined a traumatic car accident back in 2013, where Jackson was hit from behind and hit her face on the dashboard, was the cause. If left untreated, brain leaks could lead to a serious infection. Jackson's doctors plugged up the source of the leak, and she is expected to make a full recovery.